And Corey has joined us. How's it going, Corey?
Going really good. Very big day, but very excited for this game. Both of these teams have a lot of experience on track and off track. I think it's going to be a really tight game.
Yeah, totally agree.
So we've got Spendy stuck at the back of the pack, being locked down by a very strong West Side pod. But
Yeah.
Smiling Assassin out the front of the pack for lead jammer.
And Smiling Assassin is one that lives up to the name.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Perpetually smiling.
Always.
It's fantastic. I don't know how
Yeah.
she smiles the whole time whilst
Yeah.
jamming.
Yeah. I think I
Bendy's-
saw maybe a second there that was less smiley, but still smiling.
We've had a star pass from South Sea. So our new jammer... Who is our new
Number
jammer?
1-3.
Grim Reaper.
Yeah, Grim.
But Smiling Assassin went, no thank you, no points for you. We're going to call it off and have a break.
As you would.
Oh, I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
I do. Love a break.
I feel like you've done all the things today, Corey.
I
Been
think I'm
everywhere.
ticking all the boxes.
Yeah.
I've skated, I've reffed, now doing the talking. You know, I should have come in early and laid the track. All right, so we've got Mighty Mouse up against, it looks like Revan.
Oh, I think
no,
we're Club Slamwich.
My
I always
bad.
struggle to say that one. Slamwich. Slam, yeah. Club Slam.
Say
Club
Slam again.
Slam.
Speaking of Slam, they are lead jammer out the front. Mighty Mouse has just done a star pass on the outside. To... Who's the new jammer?
Spin and Tonic. It's a clever name.
Oh, some nice toast-up work to the outside by Slamwich, while Spin and Tonic still stuck behind that really strong west side wall.
West Side tends to make the strong walls.
They
Yes.
build a very good wall.
Spin and Tonic taking a little bit of a spill there. Right back up.
Unfortunately, Club Slamwich has a penalty, so they've lost lead. This jam is going to go for the full 2 minutes, which is both a blessing and a curse. Well, Spin and Tonic is still trying to make their way through for that initial pass to then start racking up some points. I was going to say, for the newer to Derby fans, this is what we call a power jam, when you've only got one team's jammer on. So you have all the power and all the ability to score points. Press some buttons. We've got Club Slamwich heading out from the bin, back on track with 5 seconds left. Really clean, quick pass.
Some excellent blocking from Liz Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1-7 in the blue for Westside Glory.
My apologies. Spin and Tonic was on a scoring pass. They got 4. Sorry, she got 4. While Westside totaled up 12 in that jam, bringing us to 20 points for Westside and 4 for the Banshees.
I believe we have some Banshee fans in the audience here.
I think of all the Stampede teams, both of these teams have the biggest fan bases that actually come to games.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree. So yeah, I might go through the roster. I'll do Westside, former team of mine. So we have number 0, Legs. 024, Gogo Ubari. 073, Zeebs the Day. 101, the real Slim Sadie, also our captain today. 109, Club Slamwich. 162, Florence the Machine. 17, Liz Vegas. 21, Viola Rumble. 212, ICU, or Intensive Care Unit. We have 23, Machine. 34, Bash. 44 Revan Townsend, 460 Murderface, 531 Smiling Assassin, and 89 Massacre Jones. And I believe we have Ricker Mortis back on the bench. And there should also be, I don't see Terry today, but I do see Rory Spilmore, who usually skates with the team. Anyway, back to the jam that's happening.
So we've got Westside, the real Slim Sadie, out for lead, going for her second scoring pass. Believe we've had a star pass from South Sea again. So our new jammer is Grim Reaper. As long as I double check the numbers. Yep, Grim Reaper's our new jammer. Enjoying the fun of a Westside blocking wall. Do not recommend.
10 out of 10, do not recommend.
Oh, they're a 10 out of 10 wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't recommend jamming against them.
If you can be in there, great. But yeah, not against.
Not to be outdone, though, that South Sea blocking out the front, like, their wall is really locking their jammer down, making them work for those points. So Slim Sadie calling that one off. Just a cheeky 20-point jam.
Jeez.
You know, as you do. So simple.
Yeah. This makes it look easy, though, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
After Jam 3, we have Westside Glory on 40 points and South Sea Banshees on 4. So going to Jam 4. In the red, we have
Spendy lining up for South Sea. And 2-1 Viola Rumble jamming for Westside. Oh. I appreciate when the jammers get out nice and close to each other. It's that challenge of, do you go for the points? Do you risk losing some points?
Really do it just like that.
Yeah, really smart play.
Yeah.
2 points for the Westside jammer, no points for South Sea. Precision call off there.
Yeah. Keep not. Westside are one of those teams that are very good at protecting the points, not giving away. Yeah, giving away very little. Very little.
I think from Rick Stay's benching Ballarat, his ethos is usually we score, they don't.
Yeah.
I've heard that once or twice.
Yeah.
So
And we have the most, besides Smiling Assassin jamming again for Westside Glory, we have Mighty Mouse jamming for South Sea, and also one of those ones that always jamming with a smile on their face. Like,
oh my God, the
all the
happiest jammer in the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the loveliest person.
Yes. And always just genuinely happy to see people again and just have a chat, and yeah, just such a warm person. A warm little person. This little pocket rocket.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse has decided potentially this jam isn't the one for her, so she's done a star pass over to Paralyzer. Well, we've got Smiling Assassin, lead jammer on their first scoring pass, getting those first 4 points on the board.
And they look tough, but still smiling.
Well, I think the tough is the assassin bit.
Yeah. True. I sometimes forget that it's Smiling Assassin because, yeah, having worked with her for a bit in the past, we just call it Smiley. Just Smiley. Yeah. So, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, Smiling Assassin. There is that toughness
There's a hard
there.
edge.
There's, yeah. Love it.
Paralyzer is doing really good to try and make that Westside blocking pod really work for it. Well, Smiley's through for their third scoring her third scoring pass on 12. It's that constant hit out and run back from the West Side team, people like Flo, Siebes, all of that, it's just jammer soul-crushing material.
Yeah. Definitely. Legs is another one that does it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
The run back, yep. Oh, yeah.
So South Sea didn't get their initial pass through on that jam, whereas West Side racked up 16 points, bringing him out to 58 versus 4 for the Banshees. Looks like we've got a power jam start for West Side with Club Sandwich going through and Paralyzer, the South Sea jammer, getting a penalty late in the previous jam. So it looks like there'll be a full 30 seconds for Slamwich to get as many points as she can.
And again, that power jam meaning, like, yeah, literally having the power to get the points.
Oh, awesome offense from Siebes on the way through. There we go.
Again, with the cheering South Sea cheer squad over there.
I mean, honestly, Paralyzer deserves it.
Yeah.
We all deserve a cheer. The refs deserve a cheer.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, I will quickly run through our skating officials. We have our head skating official, Frank and Herter, IPR Executioner, Knives to See You, and Knickerbocker as jam refs, I believe. Yep. We've got Bussy the Vampire Slayer, Gary, and Miss Cray Cray doing our outside pack reffing, making the derby happen in a safe manner.
That's a solid lineup of in the stripes. Yeah.
So for this jam, we've got we've got Ruthless lining up as jammer for South Sea, who looks like they've picked up a cut track.
Which
While
has
the
been
West Side
a
jammer,
bounce over there. Is that Slim Sadie?
Slim Sadie. Now, when
Yeah.
you say jammer bounce, what does that mean?
Yes, I was coming back to that. So jammer bounce meaning that in the penalty box, we can only have one jammer at a time in there, because if we don't have a jammer on track, there's no derby.
Nothing can happen.
No. Literally be just looking at other skaters just standing there, which sometimes does happen if the jammer bounce does not happen quick enough. So what that means, though, is your first jammer that comes into the box, starts to sit there 30 seconds. But say you get to, say, 10 seconds and the jammer from the other team gets a penalty and joins that jammer in the box, then the first jammer is released, and then the second jammer just sits the same amount of time that the first jammer sat. Yeah, so
they still get
a
a full penalty, but they don't sit the whole time.
No,
Yeah.
that's correct. So still making sure that derby happens, and that no one's just staring at nothing at bored-looking skaters for 30 seconds. Going, oh well, this is fun.
So because we had both jammers in the bin, this will run out for the full 2 minutes. We've got the real Slim Sadie going through on her 4th scoring pass, I believe.
Oh, I've lost count.
They're currently on 12, while Ruthless is going to have a breather because it's the end of the jam.
Nice.
And yeah, Ruthless wasn't able to get through their initial pass for that one.
I just realised we haven't gone through South Seas Banshees
We have not.
lineup either. Would you like to do that one, or do you want me to do it?
Oh, I'll go for it. So our Banshees lineup today, we have number 1, Westy, 1054 Spendy, 123 Spin and Tonic, 13 Grim Reaper, 269 Cinderella, 35 Paralyzer, 36 Feisty Fox, 360 Mary Extreme, 404 Fleabag, 42 Ruthless, 48 B1, 480 Donna Kebab, 6502 Kangabanger, 70 Mighty Mouse, 83 Vicious Citrus, 99 Barbara Fell Down, And 999 M-Dog. I am disappointed there isn't a B2.
I know.
And our bench crew, Harmon Miranda, Bambi, Magnum, and Bonnie Jovi.
Nice.
And if I'm not mistaken, they are from South Sea Sirens, their Division 1 team, which is a pretty decent crew to have benching you.
Yeah, definitely. Bonnie Jovi also benched TRV today.
Oh, she did too.
And
I remember that.
low contact scrimmage this morning.
Someone else who's just doing all the things.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a few, not last round, the round before. I think Bonnie maybe only had one game off the whole day. And, I was like, you are literally everywhere today. I was like, there's Bonnie, and there's Bonnie again. One of those really great assets in roller derby. It's been around for a while, and
it takes a lot of people to have the derby happen, and it's great when people get in and just do what they need to. Speaking of people doing what they need to, Smiley's gotten lead on her first scoring pass, but Mighty Mouse, big leap from the back to try and sneak some points in before the call-off.
And still both smiling.
Both smiling. I don't get it. I'm not that kind of jammer. I don't smile that much. I normally look cranky.
Can't say I've seen you smiling when chatting. Should take this opportunity to as well go through the NSOs. Or maybe we'll do that next jam. So non-scanning officials also making the derby happen.
So we've got Club Sandwich lining up for Westside and Ruthless lining up as jammer for the Banshees. Ruthless being well acquainted with the run back from hell, but doing a great job of moving that Westside pod left to right, trying to create some space. Unfortunately for Ruthless, they did hop back on track in front of one of the Westside blockers that was in front of them when Ruthless left the track. So that's what we call a cut track. They're going to have a breather in the penalty box, regroup, get ready to go again, while Slamwich is taking a few laps. Looking very casually going around. I realise the way it looks doesn't actually mean it is casual.
Not saying that you go to the penalty box a lot, Corey, but do you feel like that 30 seconds goes... Does it seem fast or like a lifetime to you? Or does it depend on the game?
It depends on the game and what you have been doing immediately before.
Yeah.
There's some jams where, honestly, I'm kind of happy to have a 30-second breather.
Yeah.
Some where, you always want to be on track, but yeah, a bit of a break is kind of good sometimes. So we've got that power jam start happening again for Westside with the real Slim Shady lining up and Ruthless released almost immediately onto the track as well.
The real Slim Sadie is another tricky one to say. It's up there with Club Sandwich.
It's like a vocal warm-up.
It is.
The real Slim
It
Sadie.
really is. Yeah, you messed it up by the third time.
A lot. I did. Regardless, she's still lead, which is great. That we're not impacting that at all.
It's great for Westside.
So Sadie's coming through for her second scoring pass, and if I'm correct, Ruthless is still going through that initial. The Banshees block. Sorry, Banshees? Is it one Banshee,
Banshees.
many Banshees? Or the Banshee blockers?
Banshee. Oh, it's a tricky one. It's been a long day. Banshees,
Collective Nouns 101.
Banshees blockers. Yeah.
Anyway, they are doing a fantastic job of helping their jammer out when they can and covering those lines exactly like they did then, hitting Sadie out.
Alright, so we had, done the 12-point jam. Or was there more? See if there's
All
more.
the points.
Yep, 14 points. 14 points.
There's always those sneaky extra points that
Yeah.
pop up just after you announce what the points were.
Yeah, I mean, they have to be, to be fair, they have to be communicated from the centre of the track all the way to the scoreboard table and then put into the scoreboard. So, yeah.
It's a long process.
Little delay there.
So I've got Spendy jamming for South Sea, and out for lead is a Viola Rumble for Westside.
I feel like, yes, 2-1. That is Viola Rumble. And South Sea fans making some noise.
I'm disappointed they didn't bring the boat in one of their recent bouts that the Sirens had in Adelaide. Their supporters went over and made like a ship that they could all hold.
What?
And had all of the like skaters' faces on oars
Wow.
with the boat. It was incredible.
That's impressive. Oh, look at that. Lining up to jam. We have our smiling jammers, and I'm going to try take a photo at the same time.
Dueling smilers.
Oh, what happened there?
No,
we got Mighty Mouse smiling by herself on the track because we had a West Side jammer starting from the penalty box. So power jam to South Seas and Mighty Mouse getting lead jammer.
I think that is the first lead for the game for the Banshees. I might be mistaken. I am frequently. Oh, brilliant offense on the outside there for South Sea. 1, 2, 3, spin and tonic, doing some fantastic offense. Not to be outdone, Viola Rumble has been out of the bin, done her initial pass, and about to get some points.
Oh,
and successfully does get the points. Unfortunately for Mighty Mouse, she did cut track, so she's lost lead jammer. So this jam's going to go out for the full 2 minutes.
Correct. So when lead jammer receives a penalty, they lose lead, which means that
they lose the power.
They lose the power to call it to end the jam early. So yeah, that's what Corey means when they say going for the full 2 minutes.
And there's some really tactical play happening from the West Side team because all the blockers have to be within 20 feet of each other to actively block and do the things. While that power jam was on, West Side was sort of hanging out the back, forcing a no pack out the front. So as soon as there's a no pack, the blockers have to stop. No one can do anything, meaning it's a fairly clear run for their jammer.
Wow,
which
very clever.
Is not the case for either jammer right now.
Very clever. Hey, points going on the board. And official timeout being whistled there. So we had, 4-point jam for Banshees, putting them on 8 points. And a 15-point jam to Westside, putting them on 138 after 13 jams. Now, I'm going to get back to the non-skating officials. They're the ones that are not on skates, hence the non-skating. And they're wearing black, and I need to take a photo of that happening.
I do appreciate from both of these teams how eager they are to dance. Like, there is never enough dancing in Derby.
Do it again. I appreciate that as I'm multitasking. These are the moments I love as a photographer.
These are the moments I love just as a Derby person. Like, this is why the Derby community is so amazing. I mean, slightly eccentric, but amazing. No.
Eccentric people in roller derby? No, never. All right. The
non-skating officials.
Non-skating, the NSOs. We have our head NSO for the game is Achilles Wheel. We have Pagan jam timing, and as well as being the head NSO for the game, Achilles Wheel is also PLT, so penalty lineup tracker, as well as Melon Head, who played in the previous game to this. We also have Kilohertz next to us right here on the score table as scoreboard operator. We have Dustbuster as one of the scorekeepers, and Karen as the other scorekeeper. And we have in the penalty box, we've got, I believe Butcherbird is being the penalty box manager, and we have Panda and Natto Ninetails as the penalty box timers. So that's a full box of, people who skate from Eastvic. And I believe we had a hot alt NSO around too, but I think that's now Pee-wee.
I'm just going to be back in a second.
Yeah.
I clicked a button and lost access to information we need, so I'm going to go sort that out.
Awesome. Alright, so we have official timeout. So officials needing to do official things. I can see head skating official, head ref for this game, Frank and Herder, chatting over to the South Seas bench there. All sorted?
And we're back. Might hop onto the Facebook live feed and see who is watching. Please throw some comments out. Show your love for these two amazing teams. I will attempt to check in more frequently. It's an official. Who else would you shout out to? Two photographers that are here today. Hawkeye was around and left recently to head off to a gig. And then there's me, already production house. So trying to take photos. Capturing the moments that happen at the Derby. All right, looks like we're back to the game. So we've got Smiling Assassin, number 531 in blue for Westside Glory, jamming. And we have 4-2 from South Sea, which I believe is Ruthless. So Corey's brought up the feed. Awesome. People watching. Oh, we got love. That's so cool. Anyway,
Thanks
Derby.
for love.
Smiley has gone
Still
out
smiling.
to lead, just while I'm not, worrying about myself.
So Ruthless has received a forearms penalty, I believe. That's what Knives to See You is signalling. So the South Seas jammer will go, sit some time in the box. Meaning that is a power jam for Westside Glory.
Oh, brilliant offense from Siebes, charging through, breaking up that Banshee's wall. So we've got Smiley coming through, I think, for her fourth scoring pass, I believe.
Yeah, I reckon. Just doing some quick math. Love how clear Frank's ref calls are.
Unbiased, completely.
No, really though. Like,
they are.
That's very clear, and that's a lot of people like having Frank ref for them because the calls are clear.
Yeah.
The hand signals are clear.
If you've done something wrong, you want to know what it is, so you can go and sit down and come back.
Correct. So they're back over. Frank's back over at the Banshees.
Talking to a banana, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
Bonnie.
I know. I think I need to try and get a photo of this. Of Frank.
Oh yeah, 1000% agree with the comment. Siebes is an absolute machine and terrifying when they're coming for you.
Oh yeah, you're right, Benita. B.
Yeah.
Who it's skates with Westside in the lower contact. Or modified contact.
All right, so we've got Spendy lining up against Club Slamwich. And you might see in the middle of the two pods of blockers, you've got a few blockers just standing there with their arms out. They're trying to make the pack so that everyone else can do the active blocking things. We've got Club Sandwich out for lead on her first scoring pass, while Spendy's still working her way through that really tough Westside pack.
And I'm just, snapping away some photos.
There's also a quick clarification. It is not Bonnie benching, it is Bonana. Bonnie's banana alter ego.
I see.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah. Again, what were we saying about eccentric people at roller derby? No idea. Not valid at all.
Nah.
No.
Especially not us.
No.
Nah.
No.
We're good. Anyway, actual derby.
Club
Slam has gone through, done a beautiful 12-point jam.
Yep.
And the West Side blockers have done a great job holding that South Sea jammer. It's on their initial pass, so they didn't get through the pack that first time. And looks like West Side is starting with a power jam for Slim Sadie.
Yeah, you got it right that time.
I know.
The real Slim Sadie.
The offense off the line from West Side is beautiful. Like, they're positioning two blockers on either side of the South Sea pack, just squashing them in the middle, like as a jammer. That is delicious. I would love, a lane and a half on both lines any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. The way that they invite the other jammer in, like, come in between us.
No,
don't
not
fall
happening.
for that invite. Sadie calling that off, getting Massacre Jones out of the box first.
Yeah, and saving any points going to the Banshees as yet. So our score update, we've got Westside Glory on 175 points and Banshees on 8 points with 2 minutes and a half approximately left to go in this first half. So we've got Viola Rumble lining up for Westside with Mighty Mouse for South Sea. Unfortunately for Westside, Viola Rumble has got a penalty, so it is all Mighty Mouse jamming at the moment. And you might see at the back of the pack there, the South Sea blockers are holding back Maddie, which means the pack stays back with them because it's the biggest makeup of blockers from both teams who are upright and inbounds. That's where the pack is. If you hold one of the other blockers back, you have the pack.
Yeah, that's really smart. I'm just blown away by that. Like, yeah, wow. I'm like, what are they doing?
Otherwise known as goating.
Yeah.
The person being held back is a goat. I don't know why it is a goat, but they are. Anyway.
It's like kind of putting them behind a fence, I guess. It's what you would do with a goat, rather than let it roam wild and eat things. Goats eat things.
Anyway, while I've been nonsensing, Mighty Mouse has unfortunately gotten a penalty, so she has lost lead. Viola Rumble is out of the bin and on her initial scoring pass, I believe.
So
second scoring pass.
That means the jam will go for the full 2 minutes. No one can call it off. You can't give lead away twice in a jam.
I mean, the refs can call it off.
I mean, true, yeah, if needed.
Like, they have the power, honestly.
Look, almost like a dance move that Slim Sadie was doing. Oh,
almost took advantage of the very niche rule where if you only put one hand down on the outside, you are still technically upright. She just had that extra hand, and unfortunately a forearms penalty.
That's unfortunate right at the end of the jam as well, because
both jammers starting in the bin.
Well, which means to make Derby happen, that when the next jam starts, and they've called.
Oh, no
okay,
way.
and there's an official timeout as well, which means there will be one more jam. Because otherwise,
Okay.
that that means the next half would have started with both jammers in the box.
Rick's called an official review.
Yeah.
I'll head into the middle and try and find out what's happening.
Yeah, sounds good. You can probably take the mic with you if you want, but yeah. Nah, it's all good. Cool. Corey's off to go sort that out. Go listen in on that. So yeah, the next jam will start with both jammers from the box. But I do believe the first jammer, which was Banshee's Mighty Mouse, would be released first, and then the West Side Jammer will serve the same amount of time that Mighty Mouse did, and then be released. Now we also have we have an official review happening. So Rick Mortis, which is the bench coach or alternate for West Side Glory, has called an official review to have the officials review a call, or perhaps, or a lack of call. Well, I guess in this case it's probably a call that's been made. And work, as a benchy myself, it's save that for when a call does affect your jammer. So my guess is going to be that Rick's going to want the call on his jammer overturned. And given that you get 1 OR per team per half of a game, that would, it's not a bad idea to use that. Because if you lose, if they lose the official review, they'll lose it for the half, but they'll get another one for the next half. So, yeah.
Look at the page with your phone, but I don't know where it is.
All right. All right, Corey's coming back, and with a very cute hat on. What's the go?
Sorry.
Now you're showing off.
I'm really showing off my cute hat.
Ears.
So the official review was called by Westside. They were wanting the forearms penalty removed from Westside Jammer at the start of that last jam. They believed that there wasn't enough impact for it to be called as a penalty. The refs respectfully disagreed and saw that there was an impact. There may be a counter-official review happening right now.
Oh wow!
Which I am not prepared for.
I was literally just saying, it's right at the end of the around at the end of the half. So, what have they got? What have they got?
Westside lost their official review, but it looks like the Banshees have put a counter or additional official review in, which you can do. So each team only gets one official review per half. If you win the review, so the refs agree that what you think needs to get changed does get changed, then you keep that review and you can go again. If the refs disagree with what you think happens, you lose the review, but lucky for both teams, it resets in 17 seconds or the next jam.
Yeah.
Or next half.
Now anyone watching is going to be really well versed in official reviews. I think we've both covered that off. That is your lesson today, everyone watching at home. Tick.
I don't like to assume people know everything.
I know, that's what I was explaining.
Derby is absurdly nuanced.
Oh, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, definitely loving the line work from the Banshees as well, Kay. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got a fair few of the Sirens tagging into the live stream to check out their league mates in the Banshees.
I can see a couple of Westsiders as well.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's the thing with Statewide Stampede, because we do go all over the state, and we're made up from leagues from all over the state. You can't always get there in
statewide.
Oh my god.
It's in the name.
We need to brand it that way. Quick, someone get onto marketing.
Hope that doesn't fall with me as the media coordinator. Do I have to deal with that?
So, with 17 seconds on the clock, because there was an official review, well, there was two. My understanding is there is another jam because the clock stops until we start the next jam. When there's normally 30 seconds in between jams, which runs down the half clock, the period
clock. So that means, yes, as both... Alright, I wonder what happened then with the official reviews, because...
I'll
as
do
far
some
as I
scouting
thought,
at halftime and try and find out.
I thought South Sea still had a jammer in the penalty box.
It appears that South Sea did lose their official review, whatever the content was. But yeah, we definitely got one more jam.
Yeah.
Which is starting as a power jam for South Sea with Spendy wearing the star. But they've only got two blockers on track to help out, and they're doing an amazing job. Unfortunately for Spendy, Siebes is also on track. And Siebes loves nothing if not a run back. Yeah, Spendy unfortunately got I'm trying to say what penalty it was. Back block. So hitting people on the spine, not the best. You do get a penalty for it.
And fair enough.
Yeah, look, spines I guess are important.
Hey, you only have one. So we have Viola Rumble back from the penalty box, jamming for Westside Glory.
Now I hear everyone think, but Viola Rummel started in the bin. How could they be lead?
Yeah.
Which I can clearly hear people think.
Yeah.
If you're a jammer and you start from the bin, you can get lead. It's only if you get a penalty during the jam, that's when you can't get lead, or if you are lead, you lose it.
Yeah, it's a new jam.
It's a whole new jam.
Whole new jam. Starts again.
Whole new day.
Yeah.
Go again.
Yeah, so we're looking at intermission. Awesome. So Westside Glory on... There's that rolling whistle for intermission on 191 points, and South Sea Banshees on 12 points. I guess we'll be back in like 14 minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Everyone at home? All right, welcome back, Derby fans and people who have been roped into Derby alike. This is Corey. I'm from Ballarat. My pronouns are they, them, and we're about to get the second half underway for Westside versus South Sea. We've got Smiling Assassin out lead super quickly while Spendy's only just come out of the bin. But Spendy making quick work of getting through the Westside blockers. Even when getting run back, Smiling Assassin is smiley. It's absurd. At half time, I got some information, which is great. So, the the official review from South Sea that immediately followed the Westside one was to get a penalty removed that was issued for, I think it was a back block. That one was also rejected. Enough of that for now. We've got Club Slamwich lining up for Westside doing, beautiful toe stop run on the inside. Yep, to get lead. Looks like the South Sea blocker got a penalty for a low block, kicking people's legs out from under them. Not great. What do you think,
wise.
Scout?
Yeah, not wise. So, apparently, I found out some stuff at halftime as well.
You did too.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at us.
I know, just finding out all this information. So we've been calling 4-2 Ruthless the whole time because that's what was on the roster given to us. Apparently that is Fleabag.
Oh my
playing
God.
As Ruthless's number.
I'm
there
so
we go.
sorry, Fleabag.
The things have been updated, the scoreboard's been updated.
Excellent.
So we have and then a couple of other skaters who, they get to be listed as being rostered on the team, but aren't here today. So that's all good. Finding out the things.
There's a lot to know. It looks like we have had a star pass from South Sea. So our new jammer was Kangabanger. Club Slamwich decided that's enough and called the jam off. I also found out at half-time, unfortunately, Cinderella had been expelled from this game due to an egregious back block. So Cinder's gone and joined the South Sea cheer squad over on turn 2, which is a great place to be.
Apparently that's all the cheering is coming from. It's
It's amazing. It's Banshee Island, if the sign is to be believed.
Yeah, Banshee
And I believe
Island.
all signs. So we've got Mighty Mouse doing a great job of keeping that west side blocking pod moving. And out for lead jammer, we have the real Slim Sadie. Did it again.
Yes,
Look at me
well done.
saying the words. Almost like it's my job at this particular moment. My very low-paid / non-paid job.
Yeah, I was going to say, by low paid, we mean no paid.
None. None is low, all right?
We do it for the love of Derby.
Unfortunately, the real Slim Sadie just got a forearms out the front of the pack on their first scoring pass. So this jam's gonna run out for the full 2 minutes with Mighty Mouse having a fun 30-odd seconds to get her breath and have the benefit of no Westside jammer on track.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse, did have the helmet cover in her hands, probably gearing up for a star pass, but was able to get through and then put that helmet cover back on her helmet. So she's still the jammer, because jammers can do that. They only aren't the jammer once they've passed that star helmet cover to the pivot.
Unfortunately for the real Slim Sadie, another penalty in this jam. But looking at the period clock, which may not be updating for us at the moment, they might be able to get Slim Sadie out of the bin before their penalty is. Before this jam is done. Well, Mighty Mouse is doing a great job weaving, wiggling, working her way through for 4 points for this jam. And just having a look at the bin. Yep, looks like Slim Sadie. Every time, I'm so sorry.
You're doing so well.
I appreciate the low bar you've set for me. Oh no, late call. Mighty Mouse got a penalty and will start from the bin this jam, giving Viola Rumble a power jam with some incredible offense off the line. Westside love just to squash the other blocking pod in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can't go left, you can't go right. You're just stuck. Oh, amazing offense by Siebes. We've got a really strong Banshees pod sitting out the front of the pack, ready to catch Viola Rumble. And unfortunately for fans of the Bonana, Bonnie has gone back to her non-banana form. I regret to inform everyone. It's a sad time.
It's a very sad time. R.I.P. Bonana.
I hope Banana will get back.
Yeah.
Bonana. My bad. We've had a star pass from Mighty Mouse to Paralyzer, who's working away at the back of that West Side pod with some offense coming through.
Besides Banana being retired for this game, the rest of this game, can we appreciate Magnum and Harm's little sailor?
Oh my god.
Get
amazing.
Up there. Yeah.
Amazing accessorizing.
Yeah.
I love a costume.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there should be more.
I feel like Derby does a fair. Like, we do our bit for costuming.
True, but there should always be more.
I also just want to point out how amazing that 20-point jam was for Viola Rumble.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Puts Westside Glory on 227 after 4 jams of the second half. And Banshees are on 16 points. Flo's doing a little bit of a dance in the middle, and then we go Yubari.
You're right, Kay. She'll always be Banana on the inside. Even if the external Banana is no longer visible.
The Banana... I was going to say the Banana skin suit is off.
Calling it a skin suit makes it not great. But
Banana skin.
We have literally missed the lead, with Spendy getting out, getting lead for South Sea, doing an amazing job. Coming through for a first scoring pass.
You'll love that when...
Unfortunately, getting a cut track.
So you'll love that smiling assassin still smiling even while being recycled to the back of the pack. Still smiling.
It's ridiculous. Like, oh no. We're going to have another jammer bounce with Smiley getting a cut track as well.
It's my favourite, and I know that Butcherbird, as a penalty box manager, can handle that easy. It is something that terrifies a lot of newer PBMs.
Understandably. Everyone's looking at you, being like, do the thing!
Yeah, jammer bounce them. And it's like, and you get a new one, and be like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean there needs to be a jammer on the track? What do you mean?
We don't need jammers. Smiley making the most of that quick break. Bit of a breather in the bin. Coming out and getting some points. Not to be outdone. Spendy's matching point for point on this jam with 25 seconds to go. Spendy trying to find some room on that inside. Unfortunately, occupying the inside of the track is Flo, the machine, which isn't someone who likes to give up space.
And fair enough.
I mean, fair, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And a nice little run and attempted catch out the front by Grim Reaper there as well. So... both teams ending up with 8 points. As soon as I say it, I'm waiting for it to change.
No?
Yeah, 8-point jam all around. So we've got Westside on 235, with the Banshees on 24 points, with 20 minutes left to go in the game.
That's almost unheard of. Like Westside, giving away those 8 points and not, not actually doing, protecting all the points.
But they lost. No, Banshees had lead, then they lost it. Anyway, new jam. Reset. Let's go. Club Sandwich is doing amazing toe-stop work. Doing a spin, weaving in, weaving out. Lead jammer. Already got 4 points on the board.
And we have Fleabag jamming for Banshees, who we were formerly referring to as Ruthless. It is Fleabag. Fleabag, the jammer formerly known as Ruthless. Maybe, I don't know.
Nice little toe-stop work on the outside by Fleabag. Unfortunately, there's a forearms penalty. So they're going to head into the penalty box, take a moment, regroup. While Club Sandwich is going in for her third scoring pass. Beautiful run back there. And really strong blocking by the Banshees.
Bit of a war when Murderface went down, and then Kangabanga over the top of Murderface. But both up and fist bumping at the end of that jam, which is so good to see in a sport too. Just
for something as that can be as aggressive and physical and hard hitting as Derby, the camaraderie and team personship between leagues, we are fierce rivals as soon as that whistle goes. As soon as it's off, we're your dancing partners. It's brilliant.
literally, it's
Oh, fantastic toe-stop run and a cut to the outside from our Westside Jammer Viola Rumble. Or I've got Fleabag out of the bin, trying to make her way through, but is unfortunately run back by Maddie, who got a penalty. So Fleabag's made her way out to the Westside pod at the front of the pack. While Viola Rumble does some fancy footwork on the outside to get around.
don't mind me just taking photos at the same time. Because, knowing that Hawkeye's not around to take photos, someone should be taking photos during this game.
So we have had a star pass. Fleabag has passed the star or the jammer cover out to Grim Reaper. And classic Westside play. They called it off before South Sea could score any points. So I've got Westside sitting on 259 with a nice 12-point jam. And Banshees on 24 points.
Wow.
It was a really, really clever star pass. So who have we got? Mighty Mouse and the real Slim Sadie. Damn it. Both getting ever so low before the start of the jam. There's that saying in Derby, if you think you're low, get lower.
Yeah.
And they did. And unfortunately, Slim Sadie did get a penalty before lead was called. So if Mighty Mouse can get in front of the frontmost blocker, Mighty Mouse still can get lead jammer and have the power to call this one off when she wants. So she's only got 2 blockers left from Westside. Boom.
Hey, Mighty Mouse.
And the crowd literally goes wild. Oh, beautiful pass from Mighty Mouse. So Slim Sadie is out of the bin and out to score some points. Has to get through that initial pass first, which she has. Well, we've got Mighty Mouse at the back of the pack fighting through to get those extra points. Be interesting to see what the call is from the South Sea bench, whether they want to run this jam out or try and lock down and stop some of the points getting scored from Westside. Right, now we've got... Yeah. Good call.
Hey. Points,
So we had
points go on the board.
an
Both
extra
teams.
An extra 2 points for South Sea, so it was a 6-point jam for them. and 3 points for Westside. There's some times where you're at the back of the pack, you're having a time, no one's winning, and you just go, you know what? We're done. We're going to reset. We'll go again. Yeah, exactly. Wall of Doom. So we've got Spendy and Smiling Assassin. I'll keep doing some talking while Scout's doing some fancy photography.
Don't know about fancy, but trying to get something. Some kind of, record that the game happened.
Big hit from Flo. On Spendy, still trying to get through that initial pass, while Smiling Assassin is trying to find some space, weaving back and forth. Spendy's taken the jammer cover off, looking for a smooth star pass. So we have got a star pass from South Sea with our new jammer, number 13. I'm pretty sure that it is Grim Reaper.
Yes, Grim Reaper.
Just fought their way out of the pack, coming through on a scoring pass. Be interesting to see whether Westside let this one roll. Nope, they're going to keep it running.
Again, a massive shout out to all the volunteers here today, especially the officials making things safe and happening in Derby. It's a long day.
It's a massive day. And thank you to our host league, Diamond Valley, who have put on an incredible event. The venue's amazing. There was a photo booth. There were sausages. There was coffee. Fed Derby people are happy Derby people. There's balloons. It was amazing. So thank you so much to Diamond Valley. Thank you to our venue, which I can't remember the name of.
Nets Stadium Banyul out here in McLeod.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Who have we got? Fleabag lining up again for South Sea. Fighting out the front, but just beaten out there by Club Slamwich, getting lead again. Actually, just looking at Slam, they're a very smiley jammer as well.
Okay.
I mean, in this particular game, she appears to be. Or maybe I'm misinterpreting a grimace.
I was going to say, sometimes, we think dogs are smiling.
No, my dogs smile.
Okay, all right. But it's just anything showing their teeth is we deem that as smiling, and it's like I mean, bears can smile and crocodiles can smile.
We may have gone slightly off the point.
This is what I do.
So we've got Club Slamwich coming back for her third scoring pass now. Well, Fleabag has their Jammer Star cover off. They are looking potentially to pass or possibly just to distract the other blockers, because as soon as you've got that helmet cover off, the other team have to look at where you're going, they have to look at where the pivot is. It's a whole extra thing to think about. So at the end of that jam, Westside had 12 points, bringing them up to 290, and the Banshees are sitting on 33 points with 11 minutes left in the game. I was going to say in the half, in the game. I just noticed there is a lobster also in the South Sea cheer squad.
A lobster?
A lobster. Amazing.
A dancing lobster, no less.
Yeah. Just double checking everyone's okay. All right.
I'm just busy taking photos of the dancing lobster.
I mean, fair.
You don't see that every day.
Well, I don't. Some people might. Again,
lucky them. Really?
With the Derby love at the very start of that jam, it looked like the Westside jammer had a bit of a fall, could have been injured. Everyone stopped blocking, waited to check if they were okay, and gave them the time to stand up and go again before starting blocking again. It's... yeah. Like, I can go on and on about how much I love Derby. I feel like I may be preaching to a choir. Unfortunately for Westside, Viola Rumble has got a forearms penalty, so she's making her way to the penalty box while Mighty Mouse, with the star in her hand, is getting drawn back to the back of the pack, having to fight her way through. Hopefully we'll get some really good offense and some help coming through to So, as a jammer myself, one of the most soul-crushing things is when you are continually hit out and run back, which is happening to Mighty Mouse at the moment. She is doing an amazing job of keeping her tenacity and ferocity up against a really tough blocking pod. So we've had a star pass for Southsea. Our new jammer is Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is now no longer the jammer because the jam has ended and no one can jam when there is no jam.
my holy fool for that is just laugh.
Is there anyone else we have to do that we've missed doing shout-outs for?
I think to our first aiders doing an amazing job today.
They have done an
It's
incredible
been a
job
hard day.
keeping everyone safe. We've had some injuries that they've had to manage, and they've done an incredible job. I hope everyone who's needed their attention is doing okay. I'm just obsessed with this South Sea fan club, honestly.
I know, keep taking photos of them. They're so cool. How should we think? Oh, upcoming dates. So, we've got the semi-final, so round 6 of Sayway Stampede, 29th of July, so a bit over a month away. It's hosted by TIV, so Team Regional Victoria over in Sale, down in Sale. And then we've got about little less than a month after that, 26th of August, we have the finals for Sayway, hosted by Pivot City Rangers in Geelong. So not as far to go.
Well, it depends where you start from.
Well, yeah, that's
As
true.
you mentioned, it's statewide.
Yes. So wherever you may be in the state. And then in September, it's a little new tournament called East Coast Clash coming up as well.
I highly recommend everyone get on the East Coast Clash Facebook page.
Yeah.
There's a thread on there at the end of the tournament. There is going to be a chaos round or a chaos game where you are able to suggest rules that are implemented just for that game.
You kidding? Oh man, I've dreamt of this day.
Yeah,
I've
right?
dreamt of this. 'Cause
I have been throwing out my stupidest ideas.
Oh, okay. Look, I don't go on Facebook very often, but I'm going to have to just for that because I have some wild ideas.
Like, obviously, all of the safety, regular Derby rules will stay in
So
play.
no Mario Kart banana peels on the track or turtle shells or...
I mean, look, if you can find enough to... maybe a blue turtle shell for lead jammer.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I did suggest that in between jams, the refs have a D6, one allocated to each team. They roll it. However many they roll, that's how many blockers that team gets for a jam.
Yes, that's a great idea. Love it.
I mean, humble brag, but yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Also, missing the lead, literally, Spendy, absolutely blazing through on the inside, coming through for her scoring pass. Oh, beautiful work. Just trying to see for... Beautiful work by B1, just creating that space for... or maybe 480, sorry. It was Donna making space for their jammer to just scoot around the outside, getting in the way of Siebes, which is not an easy task. Not to be outdone, Club Slam, which is coming through, has gone on her second scoring pass, coming up for her third. Yeah, good call off by Spendy.
I spied another. Oh, I love having the camera lens is like my extra set of eyes sometimes, and I can see a lifesaver.
There's a lifesaver?
There's a lifesaver behind a little palm tree.
Oh, like a
Not like
costume,
lifesaver,
not
yeah,
like a lifesaver lolly on the track.
No,
I'm like,
not
that is a
Dangerous.
safety risk.
It really is. No,
We
we
should
have a
tell someone.
lifesaver, like saving lives in the sea. And there's literally Banshee Island over there with the
That's brilliant.
sign, the little palm tree, and there's a lifesaver.
Just putting out there, Banshee supporters in Banshee Island, MVP supporters for the game. 2 lead jammers in a row for the Banshees. They're bringing it back. Fleabag, amazing work there.
Okay, there's also like a clear umbrella.
Yep. Oh. Timing that call off to absolute perfection there. 2 points to the Banshees, not a 1 for Westside. That's what happens when things go to plan, and I love it.
Alright.
It appeared to be the plan. I don't know
Yeah.
the plan.
No inside knowledge there to get the plan. Just assuming the plan. We're assuming the plan went to plan. Oh,
It was 5 seconds.
timeout.
There is now an official timeout
Oh, these are
for the officials to official. Fun fact, the officials can have as many timeouts as they want because they make the game happen. And we appreciate them all. Official timeouts can be for track maintenance. They can be to check through a penalty that people weren't sure of at the moment. It looks like our penalty box manager is just doing a double check with our head referee. And because the officials make the derby happen and make it happen safely, they get all the timeouts they want. Whereas teams, they get 3 a game and they're done.
I mean, it's fair.
Oh, yeah.
Totally fair.
Anyway, nonsense aside for now, we have Mighty Mouse lining up for South Sea
And Slim Sadie for Westside. Also put out, Westside has broken the 300. So in 308 points. And Slim Sadie is lead jammer.
I am always amazed at Mighty Mouse's endurance and spring ability, even this late in such a tough game. Like, she is working her way around the back of that Westside pack on her toe stops, jumping around, being the bounciest little mouse. And I
Yeah.
appreciate it so much. Oh,
Oh, that footwork.
Dang.
Oh, damn. She
right.
kind of just curses herself as well. Like, literally you go, oh.
in my book, that didn't deserve a cut because it was beautiful toe stop work. However, I can't actually see where the line was
Yeah.
nor her foot, so
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be consulted.
No, I remember that the calls are, so we are not in the exact eye positioning of the referees.
Nice jam by the real Slim Sadie.
Nice.
Is there a fake Slim Sadie that we need to be worried about?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, is it the thing of, like, the real Slim Sadie is for good, but the fake one, evil?
Maybe. Or is maybe the real one is for evil and the fake one is for good.
Oh.
So if you're
More on this as it develops. However,
Pearl Ruffle jamming for Westside Glory.
we've got Mighty Mouse in the box standing up, so there's less than 10 seconds to go in her penalty.
And for those of you who don't know, is that when in the penalty box when a skater's serving penalty, it goes for 30 seconds in its entirety for one penalty, and the first 20 seconds are done sitting in the correct chair, and then they stand at 20 seconds, and then for the last 10 seconds of their penalty before they are done.
It's a good visual indicator for everyone that, all right, we're getting a blocker back, we've got a jammer that's coming on. Also, I am so impressed by how smooth and precise the star passes have been from South Sea. We've got Grim Reaper jamming, and now not jamming, but was jamming. Star passing, it is an art form. You can't just throw it at someone.
Oh, no.
It has to be hand-to-hand, you have to be upright, you have to be inbounds.
The helmet needs to be visible. You can't hide it.
And you both need to be watching, and there's a lot of eye contact, a lot of nudge wink winks between jammers and pivots when you're trying to figure out a star pass.
Yeah, it's something I've been working on with the low contact skaters as well. Is to really get used. My motto for this morning was for the 9 o'clock low contact scrimmage was to get the jammers to work smarter, not harder. So training for using that star pass.
Beautiful work from Spendy, getting out the front of that pack. Smiley, on brand, smiling kind of mischievously as she called that jam off, getting 4 points, which brings Westside Glory up to 336 and the Banshees on 41 points, with Fleabag lining up against Club Slamwich. Yeah, totally agree. The Murder Liz Bash Jonesy combo, amazing. Oof. Speaking of amazing combos, actually, I was going to be fan-personing about the South Sea combo out the front, but also the Westside combo at the back.
Yeah,
amazing.
I was just looking through my lens and looking at the Westside combo. We got flow, legs, and I believe Go-Go Yubari. It's just wow, that's tough.
So Slam has gone through and gotten lead.
Actually, what's that?
Already lead. First scoring pass done. Just having a look. Fleabag, yes, is in the bin for a back block.
It wasn't Go-Go Yubari, it's Machine out there. So my bad. I think I doubled. Yeah, there's twos. There's a two in there somewhere. And to be fair, I'm on the other side of the track.
Nah, no excuse.
I need bionic eyesight, please.
You've got your camera with a 40-centimeter lens. You're good. Anyway, Fleabag has come out of the bin with all of the energy, all of the enthusiasm.
Yeah, Machine, flow, and legs. Oh wow, oh my. That's
Is that the new Lions, Tigers, and Bears?
Yeah. So we got flow, legs, and Machine. Oh my. They are doing amazing. Wow.
Was that a 15-point jam? It looks like for Slam. That could be the final jam of the game.
Oh, that went by so fast.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's because we're so entertaining.
It really is. Ooh.
I am very biased. However, we are delightful.
Absolutely delightful. That was a really fun game.
There's a bit of a delay while the jam refs double-check the scores, make sure everything is in order, do some very important fist bumps. Oh, I got some ref love. It looks like...
So wait for that. Yeah, rolling whistle.
So rolling whistle means that is our official score. It has gone from unofficial to official. It will soon be Facebook official once it updates on the live stream. So the final score, Westside Glory 351 points versus Banshees 41 points. Thank you for joining us for this last game in the 5th round of Statewide Stampede.
Yeah.
Number 5?
Fifth. Yeah,
Look at me
that was
counting.
5 rounds. So into round 6 at the end of July. Yeah, towards the end of July. So July 29th in Sale, hosted by TRV. Be there.
Fantastic. Thank you to all our volunteers. Thank you to Jen and Co for making this live stream happen. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just enjoying the South Sea chant.
Cool.
Brilliant.
We're done for the day.
We are done for the day.
I've been Scout.
I've been Corey. I may continue to be.
Why not? Or bananas. Like, we all need banana
Koranas. Anyway, I'm stopping before it
Goodbye.
gets any sillier. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.